Hi, I'm Paul Seedhouse and I'm going to explain to you how you can prepare Enact materials so that foreign language learners can understand them easily. Now, the basic idea of the Enact materials which you are going to produce is that users will learn something of your language and culture by carrying out the cultural task which you show them. Remember, the people who will be trying out your cultural activity will normally be foreign language learners of your language. I'm going to give you some advice on what to do and what not to do so that those learners can understand your instructions, follow your cultural activity and learn some of your language and your culture. Now, if you're not used to the idea of making materials so that foreigners can learn your language, it's a good idea to try out one of the Enact materials in a language that you don't know, so that you can experience what it feels like to follow an activity in a language that you're not familiar with. Then, choose your cultural activity that you would like to tell others about. This may be arts and craft, dance, making objects, painting, children's games or toys, celebrations or festivals. Write out each step of your cultural activity in sentences in your language and use simple, clear words. Split long processes into a series of short steps. Each step needs to be described in one sentence, like a recipe card for cooking. Next, make a list of the 10 most important words or vocabulary items for your activity. Remember that it's difficult for people to learn more than 10 words in a foreign language at one time, so choose the 10 most important words. And you're going to use these for the vocabulary hotspots and also the vocabulary test at the end. Now, it's then a good idea to say words, for example, cutting, whilst you're actually carrying out the action. Or show an object, for example, a knife, while you're pointing to it. Use simple, clear language. Write what you say as text using the label function on the video. And you can see how to do that in the Getting Started video. Make sure that what you say matches exactly the text that you write down. This makes it much easier for learners to understand. You can also consider having your text in 2 languages, so maybe your language and English, as this can make the video easier to understand. Now, it's a good idea to write out what you're going to say in advance for your audio and video recordings. You'll find it much easier to make the video if you print out what you're going to say in a large font size and position the paper or the screen near to the camera so that you can read the text while you're speaking. And that's what I'm doing now. How to speak? You need to speak loudly, slowly and clearly when you're making your audio and video recordings. Now, language learners won't be able to follow you if you speak at your normal speed. So focus on pronouncing your instructions clearly. Use lots of physical movements, gestures and pointing to explain what you're doing when you're showing your cultural activity and you're being recorded. This will help the learners to understand. Try to leave a silence of about a second at the end of each sentence. So remember, the learners are carrying out the activity whilst you are speaking. And they're watching and listening to you, so do everything slowly, don't rush at it, and show the camera what it is you're doing. If possible, when you've made your recording, ask a foreign learner of your language to listen to your recording and tell you how easy it is to follow and if there are any specific problems. And you can record the clips again. So good luck with making your cultural activity using Enact. I look forward to seeing it.